Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name's Jonathan, and in this video I've got something really exciting for you. I'm going to be counting down the very best 5 laptops that you can get in 2018. Now, making a video like this is always pretty hard because there are so many great machines out there right now, and while one machine doesn't do quite so well, another machine will do really well. But with that said, these are my personal favorites for 2018, and if you do get any of the laptops in this video, you really won't be able to go wrong. So with that said, let's just go ahead and jump right in with number 5, which I'm giving to the Asus ZenBook UX310UA. Now the reason why I'm giving the nod to this laptop as opposed to the newer Asus ZenBook 3 Deluxe is quite simple. It just comes down to price. The ZenBook 3 Deluxe is currently going for about $1,400 on most sites, whereas the ZenBook UX310UA comes in at less than $900. That doesn't mean it's a bad laptop though. You're still getting very decent specs. You're getting a minimum of an Intel Core i3 processor, but that can obviously be upgraded, and you're getting also a full HD 1080p display that can be upgraded to a brilliant 3200 by 1800 pixel QHD Plus screen with 30% more pixels compared to Apple's 13-inch Retina displays. You're also getting 8GB of RAM, at least 256GB of solid-state storage, and then an Intel HD graphics card 620. While the Asus ZenBook 3 definitely doesn't have as good battery life as an industry leader like the Dell XPS 13, you should be able to get at least 5 to 6 hours of continuous use out of the machine, and if you're using it more intermittently, it should last you the day. Overall, the ZenBook 3 is just a really solid choice, and if you're looking for a laptop that comes in at less than $1,000, this is one of your best bets. Now, coming in at 4th place in this video is the late 2017 edition of the HP Spectre X360-13, which is a really great choice if you're looking for an excellent Windows 10 2-in-1. A lot of people like to compare Ultrabooks to say the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and this is cheaper, lighter, and faster than what Apple's offering. It's also got a much longer battery life, a great keyboard and trackpad, a beautiful HD display, and an above-average sound system. What really makes the Spectre X360 shine though is the fact that you can use it in all kinds of different ways. The screen of HP's convertible flips out of the standard clamshell orientation into a tent for presentations, and it stands on its keyboard or flips all the way around to work as a tablet. Honestly, HP's approach to a hybrid convertible design is one of the best I've seen so far, partly because it just has a whole lot of versatility, and partly because HP's hinge mechanism is also really solid. It's really easy to open up with one hand, and it just feels like a very well designed machine overall. To give you an idea of the kind of price you'll be paying, the entry-level configuration of the Spectre X360 sells for around $1,200, but you can actually remove the webcam from the model and get it for about $150 less. You can obviously configure the specs up to a Core i5 or Core i7 processor, 16GB of RAM, a 1TB solid-state drive, and a 4K display, but obviously that's going to cost more. My main complaint about the Spectre X360 is actually that it just tends to run a little bit hot, which isn't a deal breaker, but it's something that you should know if you're going to be using this laptop on your lap for a considerable length of time. Now, 3rd place in this video goes to a laptop that I actually consider to be an engineering marvel. It's the 2018 LG Gram, which is one of the thinnest and lightest laptops that you'll ever see. Most premium 15-inch laptops come in at around 4 pounds, but the LG Gram is almost half of that. It's only 2.5 pounds or 1.1 kilograms in weight. On top of that, it's just a really solid Ultrabook. It's got great battery life, it beats the 2017 model by about 4 hours, and then you're also getting a fingerprint sensor this time round. What's nice about the LG Gram is that there are a number of different configurations at all kinds of different price ranges. You can pay $2,000 for a 15.6-inch version that's fully decked out with an Intel Core i7 processor, 16GB of memory, and 2 512GB SSDs, or you can scale it way back to around $1,000 for a non-touchscreen 13.3-inch laptop. Basically, if you want a laptop with a large screen, a long battery life, and an incredibly light travel weight, this is definitely the choice for you, but you should just remember that you are paying for these features, so if you want a more powerful laptop for the same price, or if you want a laptop that just costs a whole lot less, you might want to check out some other alternatives instead. Now, 2nd place in this video goes to a laptop that I've long been a fan of. It's the 2018 edition of the Dell XPS 13, which was one of the very first laptops to just eliminate the screen bezel altogether. The XPS 13 has always been a great all-around laptop with a slim, sharp-looking body, a great battery life, great performance, and a lot of different configuration options, and for 2018, Dell has just improved on their formula. They've got a new design that cuts down on the overall size, adds new CPU options, improves efficiency, and improves cooling with a lot more heat pipes and thermal insulation. There are still a lot of editions of the Dell XPS 13. You can get, for instance, a Core i5 CPU edition with 8GB of RAM, a 256GB solid-state drive, and a 1920 by 1080 non-touch display for about $12.50, or you can get a more advanced version, say with a Core i7 CPU, a 512GB hard drive, a 4K touch display, and then 16GB of RAM for $2,100. The very cheapest version you can get is $1,000, which is less than half of the most high-end version, so as I said, you got a lot of range range here, and honestly my biggest complaint about the Dell XPS 13 is something that the system, I don't really know why it does this, but it's just got the webcam right underneath the display right when you open up the hinge. It's something that Dell could easily fix, and honestly I don't know why they haven't. I'm not really sure what the overall benefit to having the webcam under the screen is, and it just makes talking a little bit more weird, but anyways, that's a minor quirk. The Dell XPS 13 is a great laptop, and I definitely recommend it. Now before I get to my first place choice for the best laptop of 2018, I do just want to give a couple of honorable mentions. I've long been a fan of the Microsoft Surface Book, and the Surface Book 2 definitely improves on that formula. The MacBook Pro 13-inch is really great for people who are invested in the Apple ecosystem and want a really good thin and light laptop. The Razer Blade Stealth is designed for gamers who are wanting to take their games with them on the go and don't want to lug around a huge machine with them. And the Acer Swift 3 is actually a really good budget laptop, which comes in around $600, but still delivers very respectable performance. But with that said, coming in as my very first choice for the best laptop of 2018 is the Lenovo Yoga 920. Honestly, the reason why this laptop is so good is there's honestly nothing I don't like about it. It's got a really premium look and feel, 8th generation Intel Core i-series processors for amazing performance, great battery life, active pen support, even little things like Thunderbolt 3 USB-C processors. Lenovo even moved the webcam position back above the screen again after moving it below the screen to accommodate the 910 slim bezels. The fact that Lenovo was